How you doing, guys? It was some time ago when I started seeing through all the BS of Watchtower and throughout Jehovah's Witnesses' teachings. I started wondering, was their new system that they constantly prayed for the same thing as the elite's New World Order? It pretty much screamed it throughout all their corporate gaga. I mean, you think about it, New World Translation, they might as well call it the New World Order Translation. I started wondering, so I had collected a lot of the old literature. And if you recall, what they used to call the new system was the New Order. First time I had actually heard any mention, publicly anyways, of the New World Order was by then President George Bush shortly after Operation Desert Storm. And he mentioned it a number of times throughout his term. Made it sound like a great thing, which it would have been for those at the top of the pyramid. Little not too bad for those in the middle of the pyramid. But for those at the bottom, the general population, people like you and I, it wouldn't fare too well. Out of every totalitarian society, out of every socialistic society, they have nothing on the tyranny of the New World Order. We're talking about total slavery. We're talking about a one world government, one world religion, one world pretty much everything. No freedom whatsoever for any of us. Now, Jehovah's Witnesses have been primed for this, for their entire existence. They now call it the new system. And in all honesty, there's nothing holy about it. It is so Luciferian, and Jehovah's Witnesses aren't even seeing this. And they always wondered, how would this fare? I had mentioned this to a couple of elders just before I had left. And I mentioned the globalist government, the New World Order, and how it was completely Luciferian. Their response to me was, well, Satan rules this world anyways. And I'm like, no, you not understand. It's what is sanctioned by the Almighty and what is not. Although Satan may rule this system, he has limitations. Now, the nations have been okayed and sanctioned by the Almighty. It's not like Satan has free run. Would he succeed in this new world, one world government? Actually, the answer is in the Bible. If you give me a second, guys. Whether or not the Almighty would allow this new world order, you can find it at Genesis chapter 11. Now the whole world had one language and one speech, and it came to pass as they journeyed from the east that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. Then they said to one another, come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly. They had brick for stone, they had asphalt for mortar. And they said, come, let us build ourselves a city and tower, whose tops is in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered abroad over the face of the whole earth. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower which the sons of men had built. And the Lord said, indeed, the people are one, and they have all one language. And this is what they begin to do. Now nothing they propose to do will be withheld from them. Come, let us go down there and confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. And this in itself scattered them throughout the earth. You could say that Nimrod was the world's first globalist. So the Almighty didn't okay it then, and he certainly won't okay it now. Everything is set in place for this new world order. But over recent years, it seems that there's been a wrench thrown in the monkey works, and I'm talking about the many thousands of indictments, the military tribunals, which are now going on that many people are unaware of. There's a lot of secrecy right now because there has to be. So it's pretty obvious that the Almighty did not sanction a one world government and one world religion. And unfortunately, Jehovah's Witnesses, along with many others in the population, are being prepped for this. They think it's a wonderful thing, this one world government. Jehovah's Witnesses think that it's paradise, and this is what they're getting ready for. And as long as they stay in subjection to the superior authorities, they will be in subjection to the Luciferian government. And they obviously see nothing wrong with that. Many Jehovah's Witnesses, including one on YouTube, thinks he's working for Jesus Christ. But in all honesty, we've all seen the abomination called the New World Translation. And no, you are not working for Jesus Christ. It's a Luciferian organization that's prepping you up. But how are they going to institute this New World Order? Henry Kissinger himself this past year came out and admitted it. They're admitting it publicly now because they don't care if you know. Order out of chaos. Can you say great tribulation? The elites of this planet, the owners, the people that everyone answers to, the shadow government, plan on getting things so chaotic, not just one section of life, all over the world, every aspect of life. Natural disasters, economic collapse. They want to get things so chaotic that when this new government is offered to the population, they're willing to take everything and give up every form of liberty. Because basically this new world government will be taking every liberty away from you. You will own nothing. You will have nothing. No privacy. And this is the new system that Jehovah's Witnesses are praying for. But no, it will not succeed, just like the Tower of Babel did not succeed. For anybody who's thinking that the Tower of Babel was the reason that the Almighty scattered the languages, it was not. The tower supposedly was built in the heavens, but are you going to tell me that we don't have buildings taller than the Tower of Babel today? It had nothing to do with the tower. It had all to do with that one world government. It didn't succeed then, and it won't succeed now. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to get across. But for anybody who has any of the old literature from Watchtower, do some reading on it. Remember, when they did call it the New Order, and this is what Watchtower, being a tool for the elites, is prepping their small segment of the population, the 5 million Jehovah's Witnesses that are left, for this New World government. Anyways, guys, I'm going to be taking a short sabbatical from my channel. Not too long, but there's somebody out there I am not at all too happy with. I'm actually very disgusted with. And I've been very, very angry the last few days. And when I get angry, I don't get angry very often. It tends to show. So I need a few days to clear my head. And I will be back soon, guys. But I'd appreciate your comments. And I'll be talking to you soon. You guys have a good day.